Hi, I'm Representative Roger Goodman. Welcome to my office here in the Capitol. We got the I Love Me wall here with certificates and awards and stuff. Photos of me shaking Jimmy Carter's hand back in 1980. Yeah, I said, "With you all the way, Mr. President." He said, "That's what I like to hear." Me and Pete Carroll, right there. Yeah. Oh, and there's me and Stormy Daniels. She was here in the office. We had a good conversation. Yeah. Oh, and then there's me and Alex Trebek. I was a contestant on Jeopardy a long time ago. It's a tragic story. We have a disproportionate number of people from the tribes in the prisons, and this is probably my favorite. I saw this around his neck, one of the wise men in the prisons, and I said, "I really like that," and he just immediately took it right off his neck and put it on me. And I said, No. He said, "No, if this is the way we are. If you like it, you can have it." So I'm looking forward to doing that to somebody else someday. Dorkiest, geekiest, nerdiest pleasures here in the legislature. I'm actually the chair of what's called the Statute Law Committee, which oversees the Code Revisor's office. The Code Revisor drafts all the bills and all the amendments and all the pieces of paper. And so this is the revised Code of Washington, RCWs, we're here, and there's 50,000 sections of code. But as chair of the Statute Law Committee, overseeing the publication of our laws, if you open up the law, and the inside cover is my signature. So basically, I wrote the law. And I used to have one of these at home, because if my kids would, misbehave, I'd say, "Hey, I wrote the law." And then I also deal with prisons and jails in my jurisdiction, so, keep them in line that way. I have here on my wall a couple of photographs of my ancestors. This is Edward J. Bromberg, who was running for Common Council, basically the City Council of Boston. So he was on the Boston City Council. And then he was elected to the State Senate of Massachusetts and was the first Jewish legislator from Massachusetts. So that was back in 1906 when he was elected. Over here are the notebooks, the journals and so forth from 1907 and this is to Abe from Bromberg. This is my great-grandfather's handwriting, but these are all the committee rooms and the photographs, all black and white. There's my great-grandfather right there. He was the chair of this committee. Well, this has been fun, peeking into my little private space here, but proud of the work I've done, and a lot of unfinished business too. So now I got to get back to work.